My name's Chris Sanford, head men's basketball coach here at Southwest Virginia Community College. I played NAIA basketball at Bethel College, and I finished my bachelor's degree at the University of Tennessee at Martin. Didn't play at Martin, finished my degree there, and got on with life. And a few years ago, decided that I wanted to get back into basketball, back into coaching, so I started volunteering at a little junior college back home in Tennessee. And one thing led to another, and I made my way to Columbia State Community College. Had a great experience there for 2 years working for Coach Winston Neal, a wonderful man who helped me steer me in the right direction. And we won a conference championship there, had an awesome graduation rate, great kids. And so I kept moving up. And last year I worked at Northwest Oklahoma State University. It's an NCAA Division II in Northwest Oklahoma. Had a great experience there. I did a year of graduate school and put in for the opportunity to come here and serve here as the head men's basketball coach, and was blessed to receive an offer, and packed my stuff and literally drove from Oklahoma all the way to Cedar Bluff, Virginia, with a couple of small stops in between to see family and friends. So loving it. The place is great, and can't wait to get started. I've loved the game my whole life. I played in middle school. I played in high school. I was fortunate enough to get a partial scholarship to play in college. And I loved the whole experience. I loved the teammate idea, the competition, the being a part of something. Always liked being part of something bigger than myself. And I know that sounds kind of cliche, but I don't mean it that way. I had a coach in high school who was extremely influential on me as a young man. And he's kind of been my inspiration. So I missed the game, and I missed the camaraderie, and I've always enjoyed working with youth. And so I made a career change. I'm a law enforcement officer by training and experience. And 3 years ago, I decided that I was ready for a change, and I listened to my heart, and I jumped, and I started coaching at the college level, and I love it, and I can't imagine doing anything else. For the opportunity. I had coached in this gym once before, didn't know a whole lot about the school, and actually had applied for the job last year while I was still at Columbia State. And when the job came open this year, I decided to go ahead and apply. And as you know, college athletics, college coaching is extremely competitive. There's a lot of great candidates out there. There's a lot of guys and gals with fantastic resumes, fantastic experience. But when the opportunity was presented to me by Mr. Vansel, I felt good about it. And it's an opportunity. It's a new program. I've always desired to be in a position where I could help build a program basically from the ground up. And that's essentially what we have here at Southwest. Is we have a fledgling program that's not had a whole lot of success yet. And so my aspiration is to build it from the ground up and build it the right way. And the facilities here are great. The finances are great. The housing is great. Everything is here for us to succeed and be competitive in this region and put us on the map. So I'm excited for it. You know, I think one of the most important things as a student athlete, having been one myself, and now I'm in the coaching side of it, I think it's important to get involved in the community for the life lessons, for the life skills. So much of being a student athlete happens outside of the playing field and outside of the court. So I like to help my guys get involved with local schools, local churches, local, volunteer organizations, Special Olympics, things like this. I think it's critical for a couple of reasons. Number one, it helps to build community support and a community bond. And number two, and most importantly, it helps the guys get a look at real life and an appreciation for helping others and for growing. And I think it just makes us better human beings. So that's an important part of the student athlete experience. I think that starts with my perspective. I'm a first generation college graduate. I started out in junior college. That was a great opportunity for me to get my feet wet, so to say, and experience the academic side. One thing that we've done a lot in my coaching career is we set up connections and resources for the young men to be successful. Student success services, trio services, mandatory, and I say mandatory, but mandatory study hall. So there's a dedicated study time every day for every young man on the team. Weekly progress reports. Guys come in and show me their grades, show me what's due, in communication with professors and with instructors. Another thing that we do is we have a little calendar on my office door where the guys come in every morning. Every guy on the team will come in every morning and they sign their name and the time that they were there. This is so that they're up and moving before they go to their first class that morning. So it's all about helping them gain the life skills from an academic side. They're going to help them, because my first priority, I want to win just like anybody else does, but that's not the most important thing. The most important thing for me as a coach and as a, if I can be honest, as a role model, I don't consider myself one, but I am one just by virtue of the position that I hold and the trust that's been given to me, is to help these guys gain an understanding of the value of having that education, so that when they graduate from here with their associate's degree, they've got options to either go into the workforce and provide for themselves and provide for their families, or they choose to continue their education from an academic side and go to a 4-year university and pursue that. So that's key to this program's longevity. It's key to this program's thriving, is the understanding of the importance of academics and the importance of graduation. So that's our number one responsibility here as coaches. 100% graduation for my sophomores. We've got 6 guys returning who will be sophomores. We've got a couple transfer guys coming in from other junior colleges who have solid GPAs. So my success as a coach is directly related to their success academically. And it goes beyond that. If I can explain, it's not just the academic stuff. It's the culture. It's the gaining the idea and the understanding of buying in and being a good student, being a responsible class member, being a good citizen, giving 100% effort. If I can help the guys to understand the importance of looking beyond themselves and totally embracing the idea of being a part of the program, being a part of the men's basketball family, and put that effort in the classroom, put that effort in the community, put that effort in the court, then we're a success. And then we've got something laid in as a foundation that over the next 3 to 5 years, 10 years, however long it takes, we can build on that, and we can be a place where kids want to come to and play and compete and graduate and learn. So it's not just the basketball, it's not just the wins and losses. Those are important, and yes, we do want to win. We want to compete and represent the school well, but it's the overall development of the guys. And like I said, it's that establishing what I call a culture of excellence, and that's personal accountability, and that starts with me as the head coach, and it extends to every young man on the team. So we're going to establish a culture of excellence in all facets of the program, academically, physically, community involvement, all of that. And if we can do that, which I have full confidence that we can, then we'll definitely be a success, and we'll be moving in the right direction for the future. Get a hold of me. We have scholarship opportunities available. We seek out high quality, high character young men who are driven, who are hungry, and who have dreams. My dad told me the day I left for college, he handed me an envelope. He was a welder, and he handed me an envelope with $500 in it. And he looked at me and he said, "Son, life is not going to wait for you." And what he meant by that, all these years later, I finally understand that, is if you have a dream and if you have aspirations and goals, the time is now to pursue those. And for me, that was going to junior college and getting my feet on the ground and going with academics and athletics. And I would send that same message to any young man who wants to consider joining our program. It's not easy. We're going to push you. And when you graduate from here, you'll be a man and you'll be prepared for life to make a difference in the world and have a bright future. So if you're out there, look us up. We'd like to find you. So thanks a lot, and go Eagles.